Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Former Warriors manager Bob Myers was one of the biggest contributors to the Warriors dynasty, but sadly he's gone and the Warriors have a new executive. Kerr pleased with Dunleavy's seamless switch to Warriors GM. In a recent conversation with the Mercury News' Shayna Rubin, Kerr was asked about the transition from longtime GM Bob Myers to his 42-year-old successor and discussed the budding relationship the two have formed over the years and continue to develop now as executive and coach. It's seamless, really, given that he's been here the last 5 years, Kerr said. He's obviously learned under Bob, and he and I have built a relationship over the last few years where we've spent a ton of time together. Our wives are friends, and it was a best-case scenario for me. If Bob was going to leave, I was hoping Mike would be the guy. He understands that we have a window that's still open. I think he's fortified our roster with some really good veteran players and veteran leaders and balanced out the roster to where we have a better ratio of vets to young guys. Aside from the blockbuster trade for Chris Paul and re-signing Draymond Green, Kerr believes 2 of Dunleavy's free agent moves will benefit the Warriors next season. We needed guys like Dario, Saric and Corey Joseph who have been through the NBA rigors and understand what it means to be a leader from the middle of the roster and how important that is, Kerr added. Mike really recognized that was an area we needed help, so he went out without many resources and fortified our roster and put us in position moving forward. Kerr understands Dunleavy Jr. is taking over a Warriors roster that is built to win now and is coming off a tumultuous season that ended in a frustrating loss to the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference semifinals. The pressure certainly is on for the first-time GM. It's not an easy position to be in, taking over a team that is at the end of its run and not at the beginning, Kerr explained. He's got a big challenge, and I think he's got the faith and the trust of all the players and coaches and front office people. Because we know him well. I think he knows we have a pretty special group and not a ton of time. And I think the moves that he's made this summer have reflected that. However, you could argue that Dunleavy is taking over at the perfect time. The Warriors core is well established and knows how to win, while the roster, for the most part, doesn't require much turnover. Heading into a pivotal 2023-24 NBA season, Kerr is confident the Warriors have the right man for the job.